Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 5 a.m.
Now on News 6 Mornings, a local middle school teacher charged with federal sex crimes due back in court. What he's asking a judge to do just days after his arrest.
Plus, the city of Orlando to approve spending thousands of dollars for the expansion of Sunrail, what the money will be used for, and who else is chipping in.
And Eagles fans flying high this morning, especially in this studio. The team dominating the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59, the all-night celebrations in the streets of Philadelphia. Were you surprised by that intro? We were too.
Yeah, it was actually nice.
I think it's new.
Good music.
Good morning on your Monday. It is 5 a.m. I'm Crystal Moyer.
And I'm Stephen Montiero. I'll have a check on those roads in just a moment. But first, over to Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos. And yeah, a lot of people are celebrating, but still need to be careful this morning.
Right. We do have some dense fog. Dense fog advisories just within the last 30 minutes have been expanded across a big portion of Central Florida. Right now, take a live look outside. This is the worst of it right now.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 6 a.m.
Now on News 6 Mornings, a local middle school teacher charged with federal sex crimes due back in court. What he's asking a judge to do just days after his arrest.
Plus, the city of Orlando set to approve spending thousands of dollars for the expansion of Sunrail, what the money will be used for, and who else will be chipping in.
And Eagles fans are flying high this morning. The team dominating the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59. The all-night celebrations in the streets of Philadelphia. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
I'm just glad you can spell it, not like the mayor over there.
Good morning on your Monday at 6 a.m. I'm Crystal Moyer.
I'm Stephen Montiero. I'll have a check on the roads in a moment. But first, let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos and your pinpoint accurate forecast. Candace, the fog's back.
Yeah, I can't knock anyone's spelling because if you watch enough, you'll notice.
Same here.
There's plenty of spelling errors on my page. FOG, lots of fog in the forecast across Central Florida. She corrected herself after.
She did.
All right.
I love the t-shirt.
Oh, the t-shirts. You got to lean into it. When you make a mistake, you just got to lean into it. That's my way of thinking. All right, looking at downtown Ocala right.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 5:30.
After almost a year in space, 2 astronauts will soon be back on Earth when they're slated to make their grand return with SpaceX's Crew 9.
Plus, a suspected attacker remains on the run. A closer look at who police are looking for and how they're asking you to help them catch him.
And deadly storms leaving behind devastation in several states. How communities are working to pick up the pieces as others prepare for another possible round of severe weather. Good morning to you, Central Florida. I'm Justin Warman.
And I'm Crystal Moyer. Thanks for staying with us on this Monday. We'll have those stories ahead, but we want to start, of course, with a check of your pinpoint weather with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos. It is windy.
It is very windy. It's going to be much cooler as well. As we take a live look outside, this is Daytona Beach. I don't know why. I think they swapped the routers on me. This is Daytona Beach, but this is the stats for Cape Canaveral. Doesn't matter. The temperatures are in the upper 60s, pretty much area-wide. We've got a lot of cloud cover. We got a lot of breeze. Honestly, temperatures are pretty uniform across the area right now.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 6:30.
A local middle school teacher at the heart of a federal sex crime investigation. What he's asking for a judge today as he heads back into the courtroom.
Plus, a deadly officer-involved shooting leads to the outcry from the community, how people took to the streets to demand answers on what happened.
But first, here we go again. Another foggy start to your morning commute. Candace is pinpointing where new advisories are now in place. Good morning, Central Florida. I'm Stephen Montiero. Bridget's off.
And I'm Crystal Moyer. Let's start off with a check of your pinpoint weather with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos, dealing with some of that haze and that fog.
Not so much, though, along our coastline. Most of the fog still
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 7 a.m.
Now on News 6 Mornings, a deadly officer-involved shooting late last night in Orange County. Why deputies say they eventually shot at the suspect after trying to break up a fight. Plus, safety changes expanded downtown Orlando following the downtown Halloween shooting. Why officials think it will help prevent tragedies like this from happening again. Michelle.
And it is a dry start to our morning across Central Florida. What you're looking at is the water vapor imagery. I'm pinpointing all of that dry air settling over not only Central Florida, But New Orleans, the weather's going to be great for the big game. Of course, I'll have the details coming up in a bit.
Good morning, Central Florida. You're watching News 6 Getting Results. I'm Emily McLeod.
And thanks for waking up with us on this Sunday. I'm meteorologist Michelle Morgan.
I have just been loving this dry, sunny, warm weather. It's been so nice.
I did it all for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
I love you. But you know what? We were actually dealing with some very cold temperatures across Central Florida. I think many of us were running out of winter clothes, if we have any.
We were done.
Yeah, we were done with the cold weather. So you know what? It's February, but it's actually feeling like May.
It is.
And it's going to get even warmer as we go through the upcoming work week. So really looking forward to that because, hey, I love the warmth.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results.
Now on News 6 Mornings, protests across the country as ICE raids continue. The latest on President Trump's administration. Plus, it goes down in New Orleans later tonight. What to expect as the Chiefs and the Eagles square off in the Big Easy. Welcome back to the morning news. Time now is 7:30 on your Sunday. You're watching News 6 Getting Results. I'm Emily McLeod. Before we update you on our top stories, meteorologist Michelle Morgan has a quick check of today's forecast. Oh my goodness, another look at that gorgeous sunrise.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, the sun is up, beautiful colors in the sky, seeing a few people walking along the beach to catch that beautiful sunrise this morning, but it is chilly. Thankfully, winds are light. We're at 58 degrees in Daytona Beach and humidity at 100%. Thankfully, this morning,
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at noon.
Now at noon, that morning and afternoon commute could be getting more expensive with new dynamic tolling rolling out today on I-4. What that means for your drive to work.
Plus, a workshop being held today to talk about a permanent memorial for the victims of the Pulse nightclub shootings before construction bids begin. We begin, though, with the rainy weather. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Ellison.
And I'm Justin Mormith. Here's a live look outside from our camera overlooking Daytona Beach. Yuck. A much different story than the beautiful weather we saw yesterday.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 4 p.m.
Now at 4, we are learning the man accused of breaking into a home and killing a pastor's wife has been linked to another break-in within the same neighborhood.
But for shocking new details about an Orange County teacher accused of asking children to perform online sex acts, there could be dozens more victims. This is News 6 at 4. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. The teacher taught music at Hunter Creek Middle School. He's out of the classroom and behind bars. News 6's Angie Casado was in court today and learned he's not getting out anytime soon.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 4:30.
Now at 4:30, another local city working to develop solutions to flooding and change the way developers build.
But first, we are digging into a growing scheme that's targeting people right here in Central Florida. Glad you're with us. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
And I'm Lisa Bell. This is News 6 at 4:30, getting results. Okay, so you may have seen this. It starts with a simple text message claiming you owe tolls. Ginger's received some of these. But as News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden explains, it is a trick designed to get your personal information. Here's this week's Schemes and Ripoffs alert.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 5 p.m.
Now at 5, a new scam is taking advantage of families who would do anything to get their missing pet back. How they're targeting victims in the 2 new ways to protect yourself.
And more layoffs for Boeing and more doubts over the future of NASA's moon program. Experts are weighing in on what lies ahead for the SLS rocket.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 5:30.
You never want to be in a situation where a community has outgrown its health care.
Now at 5:30, the time is now to meet Central Florida's demand for health care. The conversation with the CEO of Advent Health reveals how they're preparing to fill in the gaps.
But first, a Central Florida neo-Nazi leader convicted of plotting to destroy the power grid in Baltimore. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Matt Austin. You're watching News 6 at 5:30. Last week, a federal jury found Brandon Russell guilty of conspiring to blow up several electrical substations, hoping to cause chaos. Russell is from Orlando. We've learned he formed his hate group right here in Central Florida and even recruited on the campus of UCF.
More alarmingly, it's just one of several festering in Florida. News 6 anchor Eric Von Enken uncovers the growing hate right here.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now it's 6.
Now at 6, a family heartbreak and a tragedy shared worldwide with 3 dead, including a child. A deadly crash in Central Florida has gained international attention and people demanding results from the investigation.
But first, rural boundaries might not be protected by the will of the people. The Senate bill that considers lifting rural boundaries for development. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lewis Bolden in for Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. A Senate committee is discussing a bill that could lead to runaway growth across Central Florida. And as we've been reporting, a new version of the bill not only bypasses future referendums, it would also roll back 2 measures in Orange and Seminole counties voters overwhelmingly approved last year.
Tonight, News 6 reporter Catherine Silver takes a closer look at what's at stake where we live.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 11 p.m.
Now at 11 weeks after Florida passes the toughest state laws on enforcing immigration, Osceola's sheriff speaks out how he says his agency will enforce those laws and where they won't be a part of the crackdown.
And just in time for spring break, Daytona Beach rolls out new high-tech cameras, how they aim to help police get results and detect troublemakers.
Plus, it's the next step for the theme park fans eager to enter Universal's epic universe. What went on sale today and how much a day at the park will set you back to enter the worlds of Nintendo and How to Train Your Dragon.
But we start now at 11 tonight with bears.
There's just too many of them. You know, I've had personal encounters with them where it's concerning. You know, you walk up to a 400-pound bear.
It was very terrifying, and I looked over and I was like, oh my gosh, and I just backpedaled.
Bear encounters are soaring, but will we see a bear hunt in Florida this year?